Hello everyone, I am Karthik of Mechanical Department. In this video, we are going to see about acceptance sampling or lot by lot sampling. Let me move into the video. We are going to see introduction and usage of acceptance sampling, its plans and its types, characteristics, curves and risks involved in it. Finally, we are going to see advantages and disadvantages of acceptance sampling. While purchasing a product, we consumer always concerned about the quality of a product. Likewise, during product manufacturing, manufacturer too worry about the quality of a product. You need to do a lot of inspection after manufacturing. Acceptance sampling is also a type of inspection to decide the quality standard of a batches of item. As quality manager, he can't check every product's quality as it consumes more time. In such scenarios, we can use process like acceptance sampling. In acceptance sampling, a sample from a lot is selected and tested for its quality. If it is up to the level of standard, the batch is selected and it is moved to the further process or package. If it is not up to the level, the whole lot get rejected. In a manufacturing unit, the following situations like if a quality checker is using a destructive testing methods, the product will get damaged. The cost of inspection will also be high, so it is not technologically feasible. And if the vendor's low quality process is also a reason. In such scenarios, we are using this acceptance sampling method. In acceptance sampling method, the sampling plan is the primary one which is need to be decided first. The sampling plan is based on the lot size, how many samples should be selected from such a lot, how a sample is going to be accepted or rejected, which is nothing but the quality criteria. There are three types of samplings. Single sampling, double sampling, multiple sampling, sequential sampling. In single sampling plan, n number of items is drawn from n size lot. The selected samples are examined for its quality. In such a lot, that if there is more good samples than the defective samples, after examining, the lot get selected. If there is more defective samples than the good samples, the lot get rejected. Just consider a scenery. In first sampling plan, a lot get rejected. This method, double sampling plans, allows the opportunity to take a second sample of a lot and examine for its quality. Same lot, the second samples are taken and examined for its quality. In such plan, the lot size, number of samples selected, defective and good products of the both first and second sampling plan are considered to take a decision. Notable criteria like low level of defective CL, upper level defective CU, total allowable defectives of both sampling plan are considered. With the consideration of those criteria, acceptance and rejection of a lot is decided. Multiple sampling plans and sequential sampling plan is same like double sampling plan. It is successive trials of selecting a sample from a lot and examining its quality. The type of plan we choose for inspection is depend upon the cost and time we have, the size of a lot and the number of sample to be selected from such a lot. After examining the samples of a lot, data collected are drawn into the graph. A curve is drawn between percentage of defectiveness in x-axis and probability of acceptance in y-axis. Such a curve is called operational characteristic curve. For example, in a sampling plan, if a lot has 2% of defectiveness, acceptance probability will be 92% and rejection will be 8%. Vice versa, if a 10% defectiveness in the plan, then the probability will be 11% for acceptance and 89% for rejectiveness. Consumer of a product understand that it is impossible to examine the quality of every product they manufacture. So there are three quality levels which are AQL, acceptable quality level, lot tolerance percentage defective, LTPD. The customer needs the product with quality equal to or better than AQL but not less than the LTPD quality level. A sampling plan must be designed to assure the customer with LTPD and AQL quality level. The consumer will be in risk if he is accepting a product with quality poorer than LTPD level. The producer of a product will be in risk if there is a probability of rejection of a good lot. Based on the data collected from the following process, average quality of a inspector lot AOQL, which is calculated. It is nothing but the average of a rejected lot to the accepted lot. It is obtained by the product of probability of accepted lot and the fraction of defective. The formula for calculating the AOQ is clearly explained in the slide. The maximum outgoing quality level is referred to as AOQL. With these data, operating characteristic curve is drawn for defectiveness in x-axis and probability of acceptance in y-axis. So the advantages of acceptance sampling will be less expensive method, less handling of the product, so there will be a less damage to the product. It is applicable for destructive testing where more damage to the product will be happening, so less inspection error will be happening, and vendor gets more motivation to improve his quality of the product. Disadvantage of acceptance sampling is the risks involved in it. As already we discussed about the producer risk and the customer risk. If bad lots get accepted, customer will be in risk. If good lots get rejected, the producer will be in risk. 100% inspection of every product manufactured in industry won't be happening in acceptance sampling. This will be the backcomings of acceptance sampling. Acceptance sampling is a good method for destructive testing of quality managing. We saw introduction, advantages, disadvantages, types of acceptance sampling. Thank you.